to another Motivation Monday. Today is Martin Luther King Day 2015. Welcome. I'm Kevin McCrudden, President of Motivate America and the founder of National Motivation and Inspiration Day. And when I created National Motivation and Inspiration Day, it was with the intent of people establishing goals to become their very best self. And Martin Luther King talked about how do we become our very best. And one of his greatest quotes was about his 4 young children and that one day they would be judged by the content of their character and not the color of their skin. And yet here we are 60 years later and we still haven't understood or listened to his message. For all of you that are listening, it isn't about the color of your skin. We've just gone through some terrible challenges in Ferguson, Missouri, and here in New York. It isn't about the color of your skin. It's about the content of character. And if you can argue that those that are breaking the law have content of character, then you're missing the point. The reality is that it isn't about defying authority. It's about complying with authority. It's about those that represent our society, those that are elected into government, those that are elected into office, those that are firemen, policemen, those that have been given the authority by society to help us keep the peace. When you act against them, you act against society. And when you act against society and authority, you are actually showing a lack of character. It's about being part of a process. And when you become an elected official, when you become a police officer, when you become part of society, then you are given the responsibility of helping keep the peace, help trying to govern and decide where we go as a governed people. And I think my most important message, which I give to those that I speak to, young people all over the country, as well as to young men in Rikers Island here in New York in the prison, it's about you. It's about your personal decision making. It's about you complying with authority, but then trying to live to your very best. It isn't about the color of your skin. It's about the content of your character. And if you don't understand what the content of your character is, then you're missing the point. And we've missed the point for 60 years. The reality is that it's through education. It's through about personal development, which I've dedicated 15 years to. It's about understanding who we are and how we behave and how we reach our better selves. That's what content of character is. So today on National Martin Luther King Day, what I encourage us all to do for this Motivation Monday is to think about the content of our character. I was fortunate enough to grow up in a time in the 60s when Martin Luther King was in his, in his height, one of the greatest speakers of all time. We also had some of the greatest athletes in the world. We had Julius Erving, we had Pele, we had Muhammad Ali. All of those men are African American, black men. I have nothing in common with any of them. However, I aspire to be like them because they were great men, they were great leaders, they were great speakers. That's what we should be focusing on. The content of our character. It has nothing to do with the color of our skin. Once again, this is Kevin McCrudden, today's Motivation Monday on Martin Luther King Day. I wish you all the very best, and I hope you have a great week. Remember, it's about the content of your character and not the color of your skin. God bless. I look forward to talking to you next week. Bye-bye.